Hello. Here we go, Wuchang Fallen Feathers. Gonna see what this is like. Still on the 9070 XT. Have a look, see what it's like. I think it came out today. I'm a rabbit, yo. Game goes on, yo. Unreal Engine 5.2. Very similar vibe to like Black Myth Wukong from what I saw. I initially thought it was maybe a similar like studio, but it's not. And we know what I'm like with Souls-like games. Terrible. So you can watch me cry through this. We'll do 4K at first. 3840 by 260. I don't think there's actually a full screen on this. Windowed. No, there's not. So we'll just do borderless windowed. Got it set to extreme. I've not actually seen the... Oh, probably better on controller, isn't it? I've not actually seen the graphics yet. So this is advanced graphics settings. What have we got? FSR, TSR. I'll have to check as well. I'm assuming there's probably no FSR for official support. But maybe we could use Optiscaler. We'll maybe check that out a bit later. We do have frame generation in the game. Seems like those settings go to high. We have a sharpening as well. I'll leave that on 3. And we can change that if needed. So some go... This goes to extreme. I think everything else pretty much goes to high though. Just give it a quick look over just to max everything out and we can play around with it a little bit. Doesn't look like any ray tracing setting. So I'm assuming probably software ray tracing. Lumen, that's just on by default. And you can't switch it off. So bear that in mind, I guess. How am I? I'm okay. How are you? Yeah, I didn't stream. I had to RMA another 9800X 3D, so I couldn't stream for a little bit. Combination of that, and I was also just like insanely busy. But I didn't actually. My PC wasn't working, or at least my gaming PC. So, let's just go new game. See how it does. Do make sure to drop a like on the stream as well. See if we can hit 100 as usual. So that FSR setting, we obviously set to 100%. Which means obviously we're rendering at 4K. We'll have to drop that down to, you know, like 67% to be like quality. And that, I don't think it tells you though on this, compared to similar Black Myth Wukong. It used to actually tell you what setting you were at. Whoa, that was quick. Quick little cutscene. Already massive stutters there, just moving the smallest amount. 0.1% low, 4 FPS we've got there. Oof. That is not particularly ideal. Straight off the rip. Gonna reset the lows. Gone into another cutscene, I think. I think cutscenes are capped at 60 as well by the looks of it. There's also Killing Floor 3. I don't think is it any good? I don't think I've ever played any of those games. I think I got Killing Floor 1 on Epic for free, and I might have played it once. A long time ago. Can I use AMD Performance Overlay too? I can't, unfortunately. It's blocked in my capture. AMD blocked the overlay, so I can't stream it at the same time. I mean, I'd be able to see it, but it won't project onto the capture onto the stream. Did I get this on Steam? It is on Steam, but I'm in the big leagues now. Whoa, what's happening? It was flicker. Oh no. No. What? That's not that. Oh. Okay. No. That is not good. That is really not good. Okay, I think we're good. Are we good? Okay. Alright, I just can't move the camera too quick. Yeah, I don't like that. That's not ideal. Oh god. Can I fix that? God, that is not gonna, oh dear. That's not looking good, bruv. Will I fall through if I, like, try and run on that? Aside from that, though, I think the graphics actually look okay. It's quite detailed. FPS are obviously at 4K. We're getting 30 here. It does feel... It's not quite as stuttery, though, as it was in the cave. It looks a bit better. Okay. I think maybe it's just... Oh, god damn it. I was about to say, I think it's just that bit up top. It don't look like it, does it? Oh, god, it's not going to do that the whole time I play, is it? How do I get to the settings? Because that's going to actually hurt my eyes. I'm thinking maybe if FSR, if we drop it down or something, will that help? Okay, that does help. I wonder what that is then, causing that. That does fix it. Interesting. Let's switch it back and just confirm it. And I won't spend too much time on it on native 4K if it's just going to do that. Which, to be fair, the FPS will be really low anyway, so we'll just have a quick look. Yeah. That's odd, isn't it? Don't think I've ever seen that happen like that. I don't even really know how you would describe that. It's like the text is just... It's almost like popping, isn't it? But just like times 1,000. So 4K off the 4K native at least, which you probably wouldn't play like this anyway, because like I say, it's at like 30, you've got an average of 33, 32. But like I say, definitely better. It doesn't seem to stutter as badly once we're outside. In the cave bit, it seemed quite stuttery, but out here, 0.1% over 23 looks a bit better. Power, though, completely maxed. Definitely quite low performance, though. It's a real shame we can't switch like software ray tracing off Lumen to see what that, because probably would gain maybe 10 FPS. I would like to think, but we can't. Obviously, we don't have that option, which is a bit of a shame. I do think graphics though, I think look pretty good. Don't look too bad. Driver. Could be. I am on the what is it, 25.6.3 I think, which is that still beta? I haven't had any issues with it though. think that's VRAM being hit, you reckon? We do seem to have... Yeah, it could be. We do seem to have a little bit, though, at least. We're only measuring 14 in-game, but it could possibly be hitting it, which would explain why it's fixed once FSR's on. Could test it out and drop all the graphics settings. But now I'm down here, it doesn't seem to be doing it. It might maybe be the fact we're up top, up high, and it's like a draw distance. Oh yeah, look, it's doing it again here. What's weird though is the moment I look, I suppose it's because it's sort of rendering everything here in. Let's see then. Maybe drop the settings and let's see if let's see if the graphics settings fix it as well. I've also just realised I've got FPS locked at 60. Let's drop everything to medium maybe. See if that improves things. Maybe I'll try a restart as well if that doesn't. Yeah, it could be that then. It might just be like ever so slightly, because I don't think it, you know, I feel like 16 here is probably just tipping it or something. Because I've dropped down to medium, that's dropped about a gig in VRAM. So I doubt there's much in it. It must just be just at the top with that. Because obviously it's got a bit of buffer, although we're recording 14 in the game. We've got 16. There's probably, like, it's probably at the absolute cap. Because it does say in the, it does obviously give me the red. Oh, it's kind of still got a bit of weirdness going on. That has taken our FPS up to about 40, 50 though, so that is quite a bit better. But yeah, it's possibly, it does seem like maybe a VRAM thing. It's weird though, because, I mean, I've seen VRAM issues before. I've never really seen it be like that bad. When hitting max VRAM, I don't think I've ever seen it, like, behaving that badly. Game's crashed. Are you having a laugh? I got an AMD timeout. This is not a good start. This is not a good start, is it? Wait. Let me just see what driver I am on. I'm pretty sure I'm on the beta one. I haven't had any issues with it though, but we crashed yesterday on Silent Hill as well, didn't we? Yeah, I'm on 25.6.3. God, I hope it doesn't crash too much. It's nothing worse than trying to play a game and it just continually crashes. We'll see. I think we probably won't hang around on 4K for too long. Not that we would anyway, just because FPS is low, but maybe it's making it worse. It's maybe going to cause more crashing. ICU. Try XSS. Yeah, we did try FSR. We'll go back to that. I'll max everything, go back with FSR quality, and play around for a little bit like that and hope it just doesn't crash. Question is, am I going to have to do that whole bit again? Max everything back out. Just want to get a little bit of a feel of the game. Max everything back out, but I'll switch FSR down to 67, which I think it's 66 or 67 is quality. We'll leave it at that. Oh no, it's doing it in the main menu. See, I don't think this isn't a VRAM thing here, because of why would this be happening here? That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense for it to be happening there. Any undervolt? No. Oh, okay, sweet. Straight in here. Let me just update. Let me update on here as well, so we know we've got this on quality. Play around like this, and that's actually pretty good. If we can play 4K, everything maxed out, FSR quality, probably my average maybe just under 60. It's pushing over 60 in some bits, maybe dip under 60 in some bits. Play around for a little bit like this and just hope, fingers crossed, we don't crash or anything.
Should you have other concerns, pray, speak then.
Game doesn't have forced ray tracing. It's Unreal Engine 5, so it has Lumen, if that's what you mean by forced, which you can't switch off.
My Taoist name is Xuanyang, sir. I came here to help, to treat the feathering outbreak in Worship's
It could be a driver thing, yeah.
Alas,
It seems weird. I mean, it seemed like maybe a VRAM, but why? The fact it was doing it in the menu doesn't make sense.
then. This is the Reverent Temple. Those afflicted have sought refuge
It could just be some sort of bug or something
was used by
in the actual game.
It was after the abbot fled that I took on the role of guardian for the sanctuary. Thanks to the officials, we have
It's obviously
barely
day one, so there'll
managed to
likely
keep
be
this
patches and
place
stuff.
secure. Should you have other concerns, pray, speak then. You are experiencing early signs of the feathering. The afflicted slowly lose their memories. If left unchecked and untreated, the disease will rob them of their humanity entirely. It begins in the limbs, sprouting feathers.
Alright, I've had enough of that. Can you sprint?
You're not from around here, are you? The name's Charlie from Worship's Rise. Don't you dare look down on me just because I'm crippled. My brother.
Can't really blame the GPU.
Finest heroes.
I wasn't blaming the GPU. Oh, what, for the weird... I wasn't blaming the GPU. We were just trying to establish if it was like VRAM maybe. Or if it's a game thing, it's hard to tell.
How humiliating. You're heading to town, aren't you? Could you do me a favor and deliver this to an oracle?
Is her facial expressions.
It's hard to miss. She's had this whole...
What's that on her arm?
As long as I can remember.
She's got like feathers coming out of her arm.
Different. You'll know her when you see her. I don't know if she's still in town, but please. Check.
So we'll wait until we get to a bit of a... I'm assuming once we get outside, there's maybe some like dense forest areas or something. It's probably going to be where it really pushes it. Game goes on with the 10 months. Thanks. That's a long time. Try Killing Floor tomorrow. Is it any good though? Like I said, I never played it. Never played the Killing Floor games at all. How much is it? Can I just pick all this up then? Is this all just armor? I'll have all of it. Can you literally just take all of that? You heard Killing Floor 3 was really bad. I'll have to have a look. I honestly don't think I've ever... I know of the game, but I don't think I've ever Like I said, I think I played the first one because I got it through an Epic years ago, but I don't even think I remember. I'll have to have a look because it's quite a lot to spend on a game if I'm not entirely sure on it that I'll ever play it again. Have to have a look at the gameplay. So FPS dips down a little bit here, getting about 50. Still looks pretty good. Doesn't look too bad with FSR, and we'll have to obviously check out FSR 4, the optoscaler, at some point. I'll have to add it to the game files. Dips down here into the 40s maybe still, so probably maybe want to get it to balanced. Let's stay at 60. At least it's not done the that weird flickering again though. Does still stutter. Is there any way that I can sprint on this? I'm assuming no. I actually looked it up, and AMD does sell GPUs in China, but China-specific models. Yeah, no, they do, don't they? Similar with NVIDIA. They sell like different variants. Was it 4090D, I think, wasn't it? And I think it's the same with the 5090, wasn't it? They're China-specific models. And then AMD had a GPU that was like year of the something. Specifically, I forget. Wasn't it like Year of the Chicken or something?
You know how it goes. No sweet dreams.
I can't remember.
Crushing a few nightmares, but
It was the which GPU was that? I'm having a brain fart. I can't think. It was named after the like Chinese New Year. Wasn't it the GRE one? Was it that one? Hold the key you were just pressing to lunge forward. Oh, it does sprint. Does it? Is it sprint? Yeah, that is. Okay, cool. GRE, yeah, it was that one. Got that rabbit. That is it. So I was on the right wavelength. Just couldn't remember. Couldn't remember for the life of me. How do I block? Is there not a block on this? Saw online a lot of fans of the older game said it fell off. Oh, what, Killing Floor? Yeah, did that come out like recently then? I feel like there was like no advertisement for that game at all. FSR 4? No, not at the moment. Oh god. I don't even know how to heal. This is way too early. How do I heal? I need some prep. Oh, I'm dead. My health's too low. How do I heal? I'm dead. Dude, you know what I'm like? A first boss like this is way too early. I need to get into some sort of like rhythm. You can't be hitting me with a boss like that when I'm an absolute noob. I need to like just face a couple of just like, you know, random enemies. Oh, that is it. X is heal. Well, we had 2 heals and I didn't heal a single time, which isn't helpful, is it? What the hell? I thought you were friendly. Oh, they're all enemies, are they? I thought they were friendly. You tried Optiscaler, but it crashed. Okay. Maybe what I might do after the stream is I'll test it a little bit. And then if I can get something together, maybe try out a different day quickly rather than faffing about it. Because it's day 1 on this game and I had that weird glitching, I am a little bit worried to be modding files because it probably is maybe not going to be great. And I don't want to be messing around with it on stream, really. Is there a block on this? Didn't mean to do that. I don't think there is block, is there? How do I need another health thing already? What the hell? Oh, it's perfect. It's perfect! Oh, he's absolutely pro now. Absolutely pro. No, no. Finish him. No! Oh, I got cocky. Look at his health. You're having a laugh. You weren't supposed to win that fight. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Probably good job I didn't waste any health, I guess. Should we, let's maybe check out with some frame generation as well. No, it's not FSR4, no. Should we try some frame generation on? So we had about an average of like, sort of 50, didn't we there? Maybe 45, 50, depending on where you are. Frame generation up to, well, oh my goodness. Frame generation up top is about 100. 190 to 100. As soon as I'm down like half these flights of stairs, it's down to like 40 again then. Okay, now it looks alright again, 90 to 100. A little bit all over the place. I suck. No, I know. I absolutely do not consider myself good at games like this at all. I'm like terrible. Never played them. So you'll have to bear with me because I don't think I'm good at these games either. I'm terrible. And I'm dead again. I didn't even dodge a single one. Is this harder than Black Myth Wuchang? A Souls game's harder than that. What's the hardest one? What's the hardest Souls game? Why has this guy got like no health? I suppose I could just skip that guy. Couldn't I? It bugs me that I can't block. Like, that's really throwing me. I need block. Because I think the only games like that I played a bit of Elden Ring. A little bit. And then I played Black Myth Wukong. And that's pretty much it. Games like that. Right, this is the time. It's happening. I could just keep doing that. See, I get greedy on the attacks and I try and, like, hit longer, if you know what I mean. I need to, like, just hit once and pull out of it. Is he glitched? Damn it! Finish him! No, don't get greedy. Don't get greedy. Don't get greedy! Oh my god, I got greedy. What's that on the floor? Pick up. Oh, that's my stuff, isn't it? Just finish it. Finish it! Yes. There we go. Third time lucky. So, yeah, with frame generation looking at about maybe an average of about 98, so just under 100. Not too bad. And not noticing really any image-related issues with that. I'm not really feeling any latency or anything, although our FPS was kind of fairly low without it, but it feels okay. Maybe it's just the kind of type of game, not really going to feel it too badly here. Still looks okay as well, graphics-wise. Oh no, it's happening again! It's definitely, how is it happening? To be fair, my VRAM has gone up to like 14.3 again there. Damn, that's really annoying. I wonder, we'll obviously drop down to 1440p in a sec and we'll see if that happens at all when we're at that res. Down to 60 FPS here, though. FPS really is just all over the place. Even with frame generation on, look, I'm getting just above 60. Can I jump?
Hello, lady. Are you the warrior that the old Taoist rescued and hid in the cave? Did you come to the Reverent Temple for healing?
Lord Vader, yo.
He's so kind. He makes all sorts of medicines and...
It's not hard to understand a video game as long as your IQ is over 80. Well,
you'll be feeling better in no time.
Mine's probably 55. This game is not hard, it's just not your typical easy crap game. Oh, I'm just not really used to playing Souls-like games though. They're generally a lot harder than like a majority of games, aren't they? I think there's definitely a knack to it of like once you play enough of them, I'm sure you probably get quite good. And it doesn't feel that hard. It's just like I say, I never ever have played these games, so it just feels quite hard. As much as any other game, really, I guess. If you've never played Call of Duty, if you first played multiplayer, you probably get absolutely wrecked. Same with probably any game.
Your arm. What's happened to it? It's me, Hao Yuzai. You wrote to me about searching Worship's Rise for clues about Bar Yu.
You saw that issue with your 1970 XT as well on this game?
Bar Yu, your sister. We came here to find clues. For your arm. The old boatman spoke true. He warned of feathers growing on the arm.
That's interesting. At least then I feel like it's not like a me-specific issue.
And worse, it ultimately turns one into a man-eating monster. Fortunately, you can still speak for now. Take this. I'll counsel my friend, the old boatman. He may know a cure. I scouted the shoe sanctum a few days past. Aside from a deranged towers to the entrance, it seems safe. Rest there and search for clues.
Quality upscaling at 4K output isn't 4K, it's 1440p. I'm not sure. I think your understanding's maybe not quite right. It is outputting at 4K, it's rendering at 1440p. It's not outputting output in terms of output, it's just the render has changed. So I'm still at 3840 by 2160, but it's rendering at 1440p. That's what FSR quality is. Yeah, look how crazy that is here.
Monster!
It's not 4K. No, we'll drop down to 1440p in a sec. This may be I'm gonna switch frame generation off and just drop this down a little bit more. Drop it into here, which, to be honest, it's hard to. I remember 67%. I think this is probably in performance range. You're not having this problem with your 9070 XT. What driver are you on? What was that other special attack, this one? Did that miss? That completely missed. So at performance here, I think this is performance. I'm starting to notice on the like foliage, it's a little bit shimmery, flickering a little bit. .6.3, all right. And at 4K native, you don't see that at all in the same places. I don't know. I mean, it seemed like a couple of people also had the issue, so I don't know. Doesn't happen to me all the time. It seems like very specific areas. Could possibly be because I got the game early. But I'm not using any beta version or anything. This is the full released version, so I wouldn't have thought it's that. How do I talk to this?
Feathers on your left arm. That's a sign of feathering. Most would have lost their mind.
Do make sure to drop a like on the stream as well if you haven't already. Trying to see if we can hit 100 likes.
Fascinating. The power of feathering runs through that arm of yours. I can sense it.
The internal render resolution is what res you play the game at, not the output. I think you're just misunderstanding how it works. It sounds like you're just misunderstanding how it works.
That's a sign of feathering. Most would have lost their minds by now. Yet you remain in control. Fascinating.
Like, the resolution is still 4K. I'm still at 4K. It's just the in-game render isn't. So the game itself is not rendering at that. There's a difference. For an internal render and output to be 1440p, I would have to drop to 1440, like actual 1440p resolution, and render at 100%. That would be internal render at 1440p and output at 1440p. Having a lot of stutters. It definitely does stutter like a fair bit for me. I would say I've probably seen worse stuttering though in other games. It's definitely not the worst I've ever seen. You can see my 0.1% low here, 35. Frame time looks okay here, but you'll get the odd like massive spike. But it's like okay. Like I would definitely, it's not amazing, but it's also not the worst I've ever seen. Was there any other ways to go there? I just got to go back the way that I came. Quite heavy on the CPU as well, though, actually. Even at resolution here, 40%. It's quite high. There is another way. See, that's the strat. Keep hitting until they can't move. They can't fight back. Menu looks identical to... Yeah, it's very similar to Black Myth Wukong, isn't it? But no, it's not. I initially thought it was the same studio, but it's not. No! Oh no, that's a horrendous chain of events. That is... And now I can't spawn? What's happening? Oh, okay. Damn it. What a way to go. No. Oh my god, I forgot the games were like this. You have to do the whole bit again, don't you? I haven't got to do that guy again, though. To be fair, you could just run through all this, couldn't you? You die if you touch water? Really? Alright, thanks for letting me know that, because I would absolutely probably... That would happen to me at some point. So it definitely does look a little bit fuzzy, I think, at this. But it's not terrible. I wonder if we maybe drop it down even lower and see how bad it looks at ultra performance. Which, I'm not even sure the exact percentage. Lowest I can go is 25, so we'll do it at that. Okay, that, yeah. Definitely looks noticeably worse. Definitely on the foliage and stuff as well. Quite blurry. Even on the character herself, look at that. I was reading your comment. No, it's alright. What's the game audio like? Is it too loud or too quiet? 130, 140 FPS there, though. Can I get over there? Also, can I feel like I can kill that. Graphics in this game are next level. If you disagree, you are a victim. What's a victim? Is that a bot? Look at that double kill. Lock onto the bird and throw a knife. How do I throw a knife? You need to fight a boss on top of the hill. Oh god. Anxiety level increased. I'm hoping I can maybe save it. We can drop to 1440p. I don't know if there'll be maybe a save point. Because I'm absolutely not boss ready. Here we go. Here we go. FSR 4? No. No, not at the moment. I haven't got it modded. I might try and test it a bit later to see if it's stable or not, because I hear it does. It just crashes a lot. I'm not at quality. No, I forgot to change it. I'm at ultra performance right now. I might get rid of that because I'm just not going to keep up with it. Is there another way to go? Oh. Shortcut. Is that the end? Oh yeah, I did how do I know what's equipped and stuff? So that, have I got like a better thing, frostbite? I never really pay too much attention to a lot of this stuff. I'm guessing certain bosses obviously have weaknesses, don't they? Steam buns. Boost will stay. What's all this stuff? Continues to restore health over time. Contains red mercury. Is there another way then? How do I get up to that bit? There's a way through there. There's a tunnel somewhere. Oh yeah, go down. That's a good point. What I'll do is I'll save it. Save it at that save point, and I'll switch to 1440p. Because I might have to restart. And I'm assuming it's like Souls games where every time I save here, it does it respawn people? Or is it only when you die? Enter dream. What does that do? Does that just save it? Did people spawn? Yeah, okay, cool. Skill up, is that on here? Don't have any points. Or do I gain? Oh wait, oh I see. What's going to be the best one to have early on? I don't mind this ranged thing. I didn't mean to click that. I was coughing. Well, I've got that one now. I think you can reset them anyway. There's a blockers there. Is that that one? Yeah, that would be good, to be fair. How do I block, though? Is that only with a specific weapon? Do you have to equip it or something? It looked like it was with that. Block. Alright, let's save it again, drop to 1440p. Just because I might have to restart. Let's change this up a bit. Oh, I can't get it. I can't get it to the bottom of my screen. That's really annoying. And hopefully I can play this native 1440p without getting that weird flickering. Only thing is I might have to change it on Windows because you can't full screen this. Look at my frame time in the menu here when I'm changing this. It's like absolutely does not like that at all. Yeah, look, flickering again. So if I actually, I think it might work okay. Might actually be alright if we do that and then just make the overlay smaller. Hey, Saka, see you later. So we'll go 2560 by 1440 here. Do everything maxed out again at 100%, so native 1440p. We've got the graphics maxed out, set to extreme and high. We'll see how it does. Do you want to maybe make that a bit smaller because that seems really large? Go down to 7. It's a bit better. So up here at least, 1440p native, we're getting about 60 or just over. Even when I look out this way, 62. And it's not doing that flickering thing for me either, which is good. We'll see how it goes. Seeing it creep up to like 80, 90 a little bit. It's definitely obviously a lot better than 4K. Have to see what the stuttering's like. Can I... Is there a quick way to get down this ladder? Oh yeah, there is. So yeah, even down here, look, 70. Oh, it is doing the flickering again. It's not... It must not... It's can't be a it must not be a VRAM thing then. It doesn't do it every time though. It's just really weird. Like, look. It's like specific angles it just doesn't like. Because as soon as I trigger it... God, it's so weird, isn't it? But definitely a lot better performance, like I was saying, compared to a 4K. Looks like the loads are a little bit better. 0.1% load, 42. Stuttering doesn't look quite as bad. At least the frame time does look a bit better. Power, though, is still completely max, 330. Still are getting some dips under 60 there in the combat. How do I block again? How do I do that? LT. Jesse Gaming, yo. Am I using Optiscaler? No. No, not at the moment. This is native. But there's no... It doesn't support FSR4, no. I will try out... I might try out Optiscaler tomorrow maybe because... From what I heard, it causes the game to crash a little bit, and I'll want to try... I'll try it out and test it later. And if it works alright, just because I don't really want to be... I already crashed once on this. I don't want to play around with it too much. We'll try and check out just all the kind of native performance and stuff. Do I want to kill this person? Probably not. Can I let him free? Still get maxed out GPU usage as well at 40 and 40p, which is pretty good. Charged heavy attacks. Is this the boss then? What? Oh no. Well, this is going to go probably absolutely terribly. We do have block. How do I use that special? Oh god. Heal, heal, heal! How do I heal? I forgot. I'm panicking. I'm gonna lose my job. I don't know how I just did that special then either. I'm such a noob. Nah, we got this, Easy, mate, easy. Look at it, he makes it look easy. Seriously, make it look so easy. Finish it. Oh, look at it, it's easy. If you need help with that boss, come to me, I'll tell you how to do it. What do I do here? I'm not even sure what I'm looking at. I'm just looking at the weapon screen. Drops to 57, yeah. It does seem to drop a little bit, especially in the combat, but the average is still about 76 here. And I think noticeably better stutters as well. There's not really any stuttering at 1440p, at least in comparison to 4K. You maybe still have a little bit, but it feels much better. Hey, here's the chest. Up on the D-pad. Oh, what, for heals? No, it's you need to hold X. But in the heat of the moment, my brain don't work. So what, we just have to go back now, do we? Was there any other way? So yeah, even actually here, look, 50 FPS there. Coming out of that cave. It's a good job you told me I can't go in water either, because I would probably almost definitely try and jump across that. So I guess we just have to go back. Maybe we can upgrade something again at that statue. Oh no, actually, you go out this way. I was blocked off, wasn't it? Whoa. Funny thing is, I was talking about needing block, and I didn't even use it. I finally got it, I didn't use it once. Oh, it's doing it again. What is that? Go back and up and left? What, you mean back up here? Oh, you mean back up here and left, yeah. Bit of a delay on the stream, so it threw me off. Right, I need to test this block out. How do I do it? Someone hit me. Oh my god, I'm almost dead. Can I get like a parry type thing or? Need to restart the game. No, I did that already. I did restart and it was same issue. Can try again at the next save point. If I quit now, it'll put me back. FSR though, it only seems to happen in these long, when you get these long viewpoints, it seems to happen to me. Like these bits, it seems to happen. It doesn't seem to happen in other areas. So it makes me think it's possibly just a game thing, like a game bug or something. And it seemed to fix too when I put FSR on. So we'll go down to FSR quality here. Look, it seems to fix it. It's weird. But a restart alone didn't fix it. But with FSR quality on up to, well, we're breaking about 100 FPS there. That's quite a big improvement of FPS, and hopefully, well, at the moment at least, it doesn't look too bad, image quality wise. I might be dead here. Where was that trap? How'd you get across it without getting hit? Like that. Oh god. Wait, where'd he go? He just fully fell. Can I fall down there? That looks too... Wait, what? Wait, so there's a way down, is there? Is it back this way? Bad reviews. Yeah, it doesn't run 4K. You know, 4K native. Obviously, it wasn't great as you would expect. Native 1440p generally seems okay. It does have some bits that do drop down quite aggressively. Like the FPS does drop quite a lot, depends where you are. But overall, it doesn't seem too bad at 1440p. It's like playable. It's fine. God, I keep pressing the wrong buttons. What are people saying about it? Which way do we want to go here? Because like I was saying there, you know, some bits we had up to 100, but we're dipping down to 80. Is this for frame generation? No, this is just FSR quality. Larry David. Can't stand this linear crap. Pretty. Oh, I'm dead. How did that explosion kill me, but not that? I had full health. It kills me. That thing's got like the smallest health ever and it survives. Oh my god, no. Oh god. I keep forgetting that. I keep forgetting that when you die, you go right back. It's a bit of a problem because I need to stop being so careless. Have I got to do the boss again? Oh, you're having a laugh if I've got to do that again. You have the same issue with your 9070 XT. What, the weird flickering? Yeah, I've had a couple of people say they've got the same thing. What the hell? How do I get it off? It seems to be, that flickering at least seems to be a game thing. Hopefully I get patched at some point. Have I got to do that boss again? Wait, where am I? Is that the... I'm confused where I am here. I do remember this bit. Oh, okay, sweet. I haven't got to do it again. Most Souls games are like that always, and you have to respawn. No, I know. It's just because I'm not used to really playing them. I just not really thinking about it. I'm kind of running into each fight and just not really, like, taking it that seriously. Which is bad, because then when I die, I have to go right the way back. So I'm dying to just stupid stuff like that thing exploding. Where if I was thinking about it properly, I'd have probably thought, that's an explosive barrel, I probably shouldn't go near it. Oh my god, that guy just got absolutely wrecked. Gonna probably see somewhere maybe between an average of 90 to 100, I'd say, for the most part. See, that flickering is completely fixed for me when I've got FSR on. We don't really need to do that bit again, do we? Oh. See, look, I've got to keep an eye on my health as well. Let's try and find a save point. Did we go down this way? Okay, this is that way. How do I throw stuff? I can hear something. Oh my god, I keep pressing the wrong controls so much. How do I just get up this? What was the... Oh, it's not that. How do I throw throwing knives or whatever it was? Oh my god. What the hell is this? Okay, that's not worked. This is a boss, isn't it? Not a boss, but... I'm getting shredded. Where did this thing come from? No, you heal up. I'm dead. Where the hell did that thing come from? I don't remember seeing that before. Sekiro, I've never... I know of that game. I think I might have it, actually. I don't think I've ever played it, though. That game's FPS is capped, isn't it? I think. Can you mod it like Elden Ring to uncap it? Let's have a look with frame generation as well. We should get some, hopefully, some pretty decent FPS. There you go, 100 and... There you go, breaking 200. Almost breaking 300. That's a massive difference. Probably going to see maybe an average of about 200 though, I think. It's all over, like anywhere from like 180 to 280. Once you understand parrying. Thing is, in this, the blocking, I do have block now, but when I'm in a fight, I honestly just default to just trying to roll. I never ever block. No, not again. I feel like I dodged that. God's sake. That never happened to me the first time I went through here, and then the second and third, it's happened both times. Look at that low even with frame generation though, 23. I'm going to reset that. Oh no, I'm stuck. And I just wasted that. Oh, I've lost my head here. You can, but it breaks like the game physics. Uncapping it, is it? Yeah, see, it's not particularly good to test a game where the FPS is like capped at 60. Really, it's kind of. It's not really a very good testable game. Because it just means every GPU will be just at 60. If I can get to another save point, we'll check out 1080p as well. Do I just skip those guys? Oh no, yeah, we can skip them. Getting it dipped down a bit here, 160. Still obviously a massive improvement. With it on, not noticing any latency. I think image overall looks okay. Not any weird. Doesn't look really any different from just having FSR. Looks a little bit flat compared to native, but like not a massive difference. It does have FSR and frame generation, yeah. And it doesn't actually, interestingly, have XeSS. It only has FSR. FSR and DLSS, I think. Where did that thing come from then? Was it up here? Yeah, see, I don't even know what that thing that attacked me last time came from. So I'm a bit nervous about these, Not again. I've got... Don't do this to me again. There we go. Try FSR4. I'll maybe try it tomorrow just because I hear it crashes the game a lot. So I want to try and test it later. We already crashed on this. It seems a little bit crashy and I don't want to make it any worse. So I'll test out later, and if I can get it working and it's stable and not crashing too much, then I'll maybe try out tomorrow. I want to try and get through different reses first and stuff. Have a quick look at that first. What's this here? Can I run through that? Oh, these are strong. Oh, does that do some sort of magic on them? Is this like a Wu? It is a little bit similar, isn't it, to Wuchang? This is a dead end, is it? Do I regret about thinking that you are old and I should have done something better, enjoyed your life more? How do you mean? If you're thinking that now, then just get on. Get on and live your life. Whoa! Oh, my health's too low. What on earth? This game just absolutely does not want me to live. What's the crown thing? It's something YouTube added, I think. Just like a leaderboard. I think it's just I guess the amount you chat, like if you obviously the more you chat, I'm assuming you go to the top. It's put my stream elements as #1 because that probably posts the most messages. That's quite funny. Yeah, I think it just does it off of like chat and super chat and all of that stuff, I'm guessing. And I think it's just on by default. I don't think you can switch it off or anything. You're at the top though. 150 XP. Shoo! What is that I hear? I wonder if I can remove stream elements from it, because that shouldn't count. Right, my health is getting dangerously low. I do not. Can I not use? This gave me health, didn't it? Oh, can I throw something at that? That'll all explode and get them. What was it under? What can we throw? Increases the power of throwables. Here we go. Spells. How do I use that, though? I don't actually know how you use that. I see it. How do I use that, though? I see it in the bottom left. RBRT. It's definitely not that. How do I switch to the... I'm guessing I need to switch. I'm guessing I need to switch to the other weapon, but I honestly have got absolutely no idea how to use... Switch weapons, there you go. On the key. That's not it. That's spells. Switch weapons. That doesn't seem to do it, though. I'm pressing it. How many GPUs do I have? Like maybe 5 or 6 at the moment. Not that many. I mean, that is quite a lot compared to like average what people have. But I, at one point, probably maybe had more than 10, maybe 15. Battlefield 6. It does look good, but I think Battlefield... I think the Battlefield trailers are always pretty good. I think they always do a good trailer, so I never really paid like too much. I need to see actual gameplay. Yeah, no, I don't know how to switch weapons here. I might just have to... If I attack this, though, the whole thing's going to explode. Oh, maybe they're not explosive. Oh, my God. Run. That's a dead end. Oh, God. But yeah, I'm hoping for good things to Battlefield. I've always loved that game. Seems like they're definitely going back towards Battlefield 4 style. From what I hear, at least. Oh, I'm dead. No! I wasn't even concentrating. I was thinking about Battlefield. Oh, God, this is so hard. Do I have 2 weapons? Yeah, I have that throwing one. Unless it's not equipped. But I'm pretty sure it is. It's in the bottom left. It looks equipped. Look, it's here. Spells. How do I access the spells? So you can actually equip 2 weapons. Maybe it's spells, though. How do I access spells? It's not a weapon that I need. It's a spell. Weapon, skill, character, swift draw. Next item. Yeah, see, that's just the toggle on the items. Cast spell, it's Y. Y! What? Oh, God, I'm dead. No! Oh, my God. Oh my God. I'm hopeless. Absolutely hopeless. Alright, let's maybe use this as an opportunity to check out 1080p, to be honest, whilst I'm at the save point. In case we have to restart. Might as well change it here quick and have a look at that as well. Whilst I'm being an absolute noob. The main takeaway is just to make a little bit of progress every time. That's the strategy. So if we go back to native, so 1080p native, 100%, everything maxed out still, this should hopefully not drop below 60 really. I think I've got to switch frame generation off as well because that was on. Make the overlay a bit smaller because it's absolutely massive. Absolutely massive like my biceps. Is that too small, too big? Normally I have that on 6. Leave it on that. So 1080p native, it's not giving me the weird flickering. So that's good. Bit of a shame we have to drop to 1080p for that though. Here's my stuff. From the fall to my death. Seems to be mostly sitting above 100, 140 there. Average of 120. Power though, still pretty much maxed. Maybe it's come down about 5 watts. But with 330 there, maybe between 325 and 330. So pretty much max still. Which, that is crazy. Just lumen, no hardware ray tracing or anything. Still like massive amounts of VRAM as well. It might be worth trying to restart, but I've come away from the save point now. Because it's likely that VRAM will come down a little bit. Does this game have ray tracing? Yeah. Not, it's software ray tracing though, so it's not as demanding as hardware ray tracing. Just because it's in Unreal Engine 5, you can't turn it off. But realistically, from previous experience, it's probably maybe like 5 to 10 FPS difference. It's not like a massive amount. Whereas like hardware would be like 30 probably. Have to activate spell. Yeah, no, I think I already had it activated. I just didn't know the button to actually use it, but it's Y. So it should work now. Other game than Resident Evil. Silent Hill. Silent Hill 2. It's pretty good. That or maybe Alan Wake. Both of those are kind of not the same, but sort of similar aspects. Similar style. Pretty good. Dipping down a little bit here though. 80 FPS even at 1080p. It's quite the drop. Don't run away. Even 75 FPS there. But we are still maxed out on usage, which is good. Not missing out on like any usage there. But I got to do this whole... Do I just skip that bit? Oh god, that happened to me last time, didn't it? He's sneaking behind the door. Oh, there's another one. What the hell? Alright, shall I try and use it? Boom. That's done nothing. That did absolutely nothing. I thought that was going to be incredible, and it just did nothing. Dodge, dodge, dodge. And block maybe too. No! She went all like laggy, and I'm slamming the dodge button, and she's just sort of like stunned or something. Was I stunned there or something? More issues to run out of Wake 2. Is that with like the path tracing though? Because that will absolutely be harder. I'll tell you what I might do here. I might quickly give the game a reboot just because it'll then refresh that VRAM whilst we're at 1080p just to get a bit more of an accurate figure. So just give me 2 seconds, I'll give it a quick reboot. Also wondering if going to drop Windows to 1080p. Just normal tracing. Yeah, that's still hardware ray tracing though. So this doesn't have that, so it would definitely be harder to run that than this. And give me a sec, that looks like it's broken the stream. Just saw someone say he's getting 120 FPS at 440p Ultra with 9070 XT. Yeah, I think, well, at least when I first booted the game, it looked to me like it had tried to, you know, when it automatically tries to set your settings, it had the render scale at like 60. Yeah, so that's probably why. Needs to be on 100 to be it. Which, yeah, 120 FPS, he's probably running at maybe 50 or 60%. Without realizing, or he's just using upscaling, could be using FSR or frame generation or something. If he's not at 100 on that scale, then he's not native. Unless maybe he's in, you know, there are some areas in like cave bits where you do get quite considerably higher, but I wouldn't have thought it'd be at 120. That seems like way too high. Because you'll see I'm at about 80 or just under 90 here. As soon as we go indoors, you'll see it will go up quite a bit. But obviously we're at 1080p. People often miss, yeah, it is quite cheeky when games do it. Like, even I sometimes miss it by accident. It's the same with presets. So, like, games are really cheeky with... That's why I always try and change each setting individually. Like, each graphic setting, because in a lot of games, I think what some people miss is if you come in here, and then you see here it says overall quality, like the actual graphics presets. If you just change those presets, so you go from extreme to high, it also cheekily drops your render scale a lot. So sometimes if you go from extreme to high, it'll drop this down to like 70% and stuff. And then that's obviously giving you way higher FPS than what you actually would by just dropping the graphics, if you see what I mean. And like a lot of people miss that as well. That's why I never really change the presets, because it does stuff like that all the time and it's really annoying. I always just go in and change each graphic individually, each graphic setting. But yeah, you can see here I'm at 100. So we're in theory using like native AA with FSR, but it's 100% render scale, so we're at like 1080p native. But like I was saying, we had sort of 80, 90 outside. In here, we're getting almost 150. So it will vary a little bit. No path tracing on AMD? What do you mean? You can run path tracing. You can switch it on AMD. It's not like a specific NVIDIA feature. You can use it on AMD. It's the same as just like normal ray tracing. You can use that on both AMD and NVIDIA. Same with path tracing. Just performance is going to be obviously a little bit better on NVIDIA. At 1080p though here, I'm noticing a little bit of shimmering. You're seeing that blood a bit there. It is Unreal Engine 5, yeah. I've not been up this bit. I've missed this every time, this bit. Do make sure to drop a like on the stream as well if you haven't already. Consider maybe subscribing to the channel as well if you're not. It'll help me out. So realistic performance in the forest bits, you're looking at like 80, 90 basically. I'll just try and run through this bit. Oh, this guy again. Why do the two always come at once? No, I'm gonna die. How do I heal? I've completely forgotten. Everything's... I'm dead. Oh my god. Dude. Not fair. 2 on 1. So the issue is that spell did like absolutely nothing, did it? How do I do it? I don't even remember how to do it. I can't even use it. It won't let me. Bit of a problem. You have to bait one at a time. Where did the others go? Come on then. You need feathers, yeah. There's one. You're having a laugh, dude. Look at my health. Oh, I've got a health pack. I've got a health thing. Should we have a look with FSR on as well? Should hopefully... We'll put it down to quality. I'm hoping anti-aliasing looks a little bit better with that on. Yeah, looks a little... doesn't look quite as sharp. We could probably increase the sharpness, though. Where was it? Where was the setting? It was on here. That looks a little bit better, doesn't it? Well, like I said, making a little bit of progress every time. Are these things going to blow up? That has taken us to about over 100 at least, between maybe 110 and 120. Hey, we got a save point. So hopefully no dips below 100 with FSR quality on there at 1080p.
I just stepped out for a breather and ran into a fine woman.
You'll get 80 to 90 4K 5090. I don't know. I can have a look. Can switch out to my 5090 on another day. But I'd have thought it. I don't know. Maybe 6070 to be honest. Native. I wouldn't be surprised. What the hell is that? Oh my god, I don't want anything to do with that. Looks like my ex. Oh my god, I'm dead. What is that? I'm gonna get nightmares off that. Oh, not this thing again. What on earth? What is this thing? Finish it! Yes! Right, save it. Do I just save it off that? I don't really know how it works. I don't want to face that thing again. Hope they optimize GTA 6. Well, GTA 6 is almost definitely going to have ray tracing, isn't it? So I would pretty much probably put money on that running native. It depends if we're talking about native, and it also depends if by optimization you mean to low FPS or not. Because it could kind of be two different things. Low FPS and optimization aren't necessarily like... You could have 20 FPS in a game, but if your lows are like 18 or something, that technically is like actually pretty good optimization in terms of like consistent frame time, if you see what I mean. Like, if you had 20 FPS but a lows of, like, 18, and you had 120 FPS with lows of 20, you're technically better optimized with the 20 FPS because you're lows. But it's just, like, your overall FPS, though, isn't that high. If you see what I mean? So, like, your stuttering is going to be much better at 20 than it would be at 120. So, it depends. Depends, like, if you mean just overall FPS or stuttering and lows, I suppose. Dude, this thing is just, like, terrifying. I think it's because I'm poisoned. I think that's what's absolutely wrecking me. Yeah, the only consolation with GTA is obviously it won't come to PC straight away. So any like really bad issues with console will likely be ironed out, you know? That's really the only kind of benefit of it coming out a bit later on PC. But PC will likely probably be heavier to run because it'll probably have a different ray tracing compared to console, if it does. Even console has ray tracing on it, which I assume it will, but PC will be harder. But there is that time at least between the two, so hopefully console players can deal with all the issues. Although, to be fair, I'm going to try and get a PS5 Pro, I think, so I can play it when it first comes out, and then I'll play it on PC as well. Just to get an idea different. It'd be good to see the difference between the two, to be honest. There's no way ray tracing will be mandatory. No, I don't think ray tracing will be mandatory on GTA if it was on there. More often than not, ray tracing isn't mandatory. There's a small amount of games where it is. There's a vast more games where it's not mandatory. Normally it's not. It's like a small case of games that you have to, like, you can't switch it off. Most games you can. Don't see why on GTA Rockstar that would make it mandatory. I'm taking so much damage. 11 gig 1080p. Yeah, that's a good point actually. I did give the game a quick restart at 1080p because I thought that VRAM did look pretty high. So I thought a restart might hopefully, you know, reset it. Which maybe it has a little bit because we were at about 11 or 12, but I have got FSR on here. And FSR's brought that down to, yeah, just under 11. So that is pretty high for 1080p. So possibly we'll likely have issues on an 8 gig at, if you're trying to run 1080p. Seeing GPUs dip a little bit as well, like maybe 95. Frame gen, no, this is just at the moment we've got everything maxed out, but FSR set to quality. I can check out frame generation though, so we've got an average of about 122 there. Frame generation, hopefully, this should increase FPS quite a bit. There you go, 220. Added pretty much 100 FPS to us there. Big difference. I'm not really going to make use of it because I'm only on 144 hertz, but we can see it anyway. 250 there. Might even maybe break 300 in some bits. There you go, almost seeing it there. 290. There you go, 300, 310. It's quite a big jump. I'd just say you probably don't really need that kind of FPS on a game like this. Is that a boss, do you reckon? I hear someone else. I don't like this. What are these guys up to, eh? No, I'm dead. I tried to dodge that. He's just giving me a love bite. Arkham Knight. Yeah, I'm surprised there's not a newer game of that, of Batman. I feel like that would probably do quite well. Alright, don't grab me. No! Damn it. This guy wants to grab up on me. How do I stop it so you can't do that? Look at him trying to grab me. So yeah, 260 average. Oh my god, there's another one in there. Lows still don't look that great either. 0.1% lower 31. I can reset again. I think it's the combat maybe that drops that down. Still using quite a lot of power too. That hasn't really come down that much. Down like a little bit, but still over 300. Need to undervolt this really. Dude, there's so many of these things. Like, what the hell? Oh, I'm dead. Damn it! I always realise way too late. My health is at like 5. And then it's too late. By the time I've realised it's too late. I think it might actually be the loading as well that's reset my low. I need to block a bit more as well, don't I? Just keep forgetting. No, I'm dead. I need a death counter. Maybe head back to... Should I go back to 1440p? Is that probably going to be the most useful res for people to see? Or do I go back to 4K and just use FSR and stuff? Do I just try and grab that chest? They're just together though. Oh, that was a big hit. That worked like a charm, didn't it? No. Don't try and grab me. What are you doing? What are you up to? I can't get out. No! Oh my god, he was going to grab me. Go native all off. Which res? Oh my god, he was trying to grab me. That grabbing is crazy. I'm dead. No! Am I dead? No. What the hell? My health is absolutely just gone. Anything useful in here? That's a boss. Fourteen 40p. I can switch to that. Yeah, let me save it quick and maybe restart off of it because I need to change my Windows resolution. Seeming as we're right near it. Probably got some skills I can upgrade. And then I'll probably have to head off soon. So if we go into here. And just I'll reset the game so it just can reset all the like VRAM usage and stuff, so it's a little bit more accurate. Oh wait, I'm gonna have to I was looking for 1440p and then realised on Windows I've got it set to 1080p, so I'm not gonna be able to find it. Give me a sec. It's good. We haven't had any crashes since, though, since the first one. I was worried it would maybe keep crashing loads. What do we think of this game out of 10, then? What would we give it out of 10? I think it's probably definitely for like die-hard Souls like fans, I guess. It's tough for me because I don't really play games like that much. I think I'd maybe prefer Black Myth Wukong over this, but I don't really know how it would compare with like other Souls games. I think the graphics and stuff don't seem too seem like fairly good. Definitely, obviously, some bits where it's not quite right that hopefully a patch or two will fix. Especially with that weird flickering and stuff. There it is, 2560, 1440. So go to 1440p. Did we want to do native? We did, didn't we? So I'll switch frame generation off. We've got resolution set to 100%, so it's native 1440p. And then we've got everything maxed, so everything set to the highest. Some of them go to high, some go to extreme. I think only one setting goes to extreme. These all just go to high. Make the overlay a bit bigger. That's way too big. Increase the polygons and cripples your hardware. What do you mean, what, with the flickering? Alrighty, yo, how's it going? It's alright. I'm not really, don't really play Souls games. I'm not really that good. Good at it, but aside from a couple of, we had a crash and some flickering, which you might maybe see here. It's when we go up onto the hill and stuff. You'll notice, you'll see it flickering a little bit. Here though, 1440p native, everything maxed out. We're getting about 70 there, average is 65. I've just attracted all these people. How do I get out of this? Right, this will definitely dip under 60. There's something behind me. Dude, this is too many. Like, how are you supposed to fight three? Like that. Dodge it. Yeah, look in there, 45, 46. Nanite. You can't change that though in the game settings. Are you talking about, is it like a modifying files thing? God, he's got such low health. I'm dead. No, no. Bad optimized. Yeah, I mean, FPS can range a little bit. So at 1440p, you can see anywhere between. Yeah, look, this is it here. It's doing this for me. It does it in very, very weird situations, though. Just randomly, it'll do it, and then it's kind of gone again. It's really weird, isn't it? Yeah, I'm getting sort of anywhere between, in like the really dense forest bits, it can dip to about 40, 45, and then you can get upwards of maybe like 70 in some bits. So 1440p is not too bad, but you're still going to have to use FSR really to get a kind of reliable above 60 and not dip down too much. Still going to max out on the power, 330. Even FSR doesn't really bring that down that much. VRAM doesn't look too bad though. 12 gig for 1440p is like kind of roughly within the... It does seem to use a little bit more in this game for Unreal Engine 5. Normally it's a little bit lower for the settings we're running, because we're not even running hardware ray tracing or anything. And it does also stutter a bit too. You're seeing the frame time a little bit choppy. Does it do with FSR? It doesn't seem to, no. It seems to fix it. But we're holding an average of above 60 at least. So that's something. I need to work out how I don't get hit. Damn it. Nanite. Yeah, no, I know what nanite is. I was wondering because you were saying increase it. Like increase the nanite setting. It was what I assumed you meant, but you can't. Because like, for example, in like Fortnite, you can... you have that in the game settings, don't you? But you don't have that on this. You have like nanite lumen, don't you? On Fortnite. Is what I assumed you meant by increase, but you don't have that in the game settings on this. Oh, am I going to have to kill that weird pot thing? No. Weird pot lady. What are we cooking up in here then? How do I, Oh, I can't shoot them. He was moaning about mismanagement of Nana. Ah, okay, no worries. I thought, because I was talking about Lumen and stuff, I thought you meant to increase it. Wasn't there more around here? Oh, he's gonna grab me, I'm dead. God, that's crazy. It's so hard. It just grabs you. If you haven't got full health, you're screwed. What GPU? Gigabyte Gaming. There was actually a boss, wasn't there? I might try and do that really quick. Almost definitely probably die. And then I might have to go. Anything around here I might have missed? Oh, he don't look like... He looks like a bundle of laughs.
Mountains near, rivers
What are we dealing with? Oh, well, I'm probably dead. I'm dead. Easy. I was just messing around. Probably have a custom fan curve. I've got the fans maxed at the moment. Not completely maxed, they're like 85%. What does it say? LB to consume. I don't know what it's telling me, to be honest. I have a day off. That's taken 85% of my health off. One hit has taken that much health. You'll be having a laugh. Didn't get a single hit. This guy's a joker. How is that doing so much damage? That's absolutely insane. How on earth are you supposed to kill him when he's literally doing 90% of health damage on me? Just by stomping the ground. And I'm out of... Am I not out of... yeah. I'm out of... Get my stuff. I've kind of given up at this point. I'm dead. I need to stock up on those like items. I've got nothing. There we go. We need to go in like fully stocked. So I had the 3 health, but we had like one of those buns, I think. How do we get them? How do we get those buns? Do we get it through here? Oh, I didn't actually do any of the skill points either, did I? How many have you got? I haven't actually got any anyway. Also, I think I need to block a bit more. I need to practice that. How do you get the buns then? Can I buy them? Max fan doesn't really help. No, I know, but I was just answering because you said to do a custom fan curve. But I already have. That's all. I was just saying that I already have that. Gain access to valuable items. I wonder if a better weapon. Switch the weapons, because you can have a secondary, can't you? What was the first one? Longsword. How do we switch? What's this one like? Because I see you using about 330 watts on GPU power. Yeah, no, we're testing the card at default though. I'm mostly okay with the temps, to be honest. I mean, we're at 66. GPU temperature is pretty fine. Even at a hotspot 90, it's pretty average for the GPU. It's not really that big a deal. Like, I like to see how stuff performs without really, like, masking. It'd be like doing the 5090 and dropping the power loads is not really a realistic example of actually what it does. But by default, if that makes sense, if you were purchasing it, you wouldn't see the same. You wouldn't see the same performance, not performance, but the same metrics. If you see what I mean. You would then also have to obviously undervolt it as well. So I like to try and keep things as default as normal. And it's not causing an issue. It's not causing me an issue or anything. So I think it's good to see. Although I know it's a lot of power, but it's, I think, important to see that it does. If you don't undervolt it, it will consume quite a lot of power. You know, if you just took it out of the box, put it in, and played, this is what you would see. And then obviously, if you weren't happy with the power, you would have to undervolt it. But it won't be like that, and out the box unless you do that yourself. Because I have done that before, and then I do then get a lot of questions. People saying, why is mine using so little compared to theirs? So it's like, it's a double-edged sword. I can't really win either way, I guess. But I feel like keeping stuff default is the least kind of issue, because that's what people most see, if you see what I mean. Testing the game only. No, I mean, we're testing the GPU. GPU, CPU, all that. We've got all those stats. I don't mind this weapon. Play native or FSR? This is native right now. Need to figure out how to get more of those items. I think I can actually skill up now, can't I? I think I've got enough. Yeah, we can. What was that anyway? You can consume 1 stack of Skyline White to... What else would be useful? I suppose it depends what weapon you're going to use, doesn't it? Increases maximum stacks of Skyline White. On strength. Can we increase health? Is that this one? Strength wouldn't probably be a bad thing. Don't have a native option in your settings. You need to just make sure it's at 100% render scale. You see it in the top there. That's a percentage scale, so 100%, which we've got it on here, means you're rendering at that resolution. So we're currently rendering at 1440p. If you drop this down, so if this was to go to say 67, that's FSR quality. But as long as this is at 100, that's native. I'm completely out of health. Right. Anyway, I'm going to need to head off. What I'll do is I'll try and test out the optiscaler in this a little bit tonight, and I'll maybe check that out tomorrow in it, so you can see FSR 4, and hopefully that... I didn't really think FSR looked bad in this, but it'd be interesting to maybe see that quick, and then maybe check it out on my 5090 as well, and see how it does. So if you're around then, I should be on similar time tomorrow. I know we try and get on like 6 PM GMT. So yeah, hopefully see you then. Have a good evening, and I'll catch you later.